Sharif Cooper hasn't done that I can say he should do to say he's done it all.
He won that championship. That was it.
Everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch Ryan Odom, did I feel like he's the best Every time I watch Ryan Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. Yo, it's the Love the Game podcast. It's Thursday night. We in the building. Y'all know what time it is. Fellas.
Yo.
Block B. What's good?
What's good? What's my dog?
Man, how y'all feeling, man? How's the week going?
Pretty smooth. My week going pretty smooth, man. I just keep arguing with these old heads about stuff all week.
What y'all arguing about, man?
And y'all old guys, including you, don't want to give the current guy. Well, no, what? Not you. Because you shouted out some current guys. It's these other old heads I'm dealing with.
No, y'all be kind of flagrant, though.
How?
Like, y'all be a little bit flagrant.
How?
Like, you mentioned Drake and Michael Jackson.
No.
You've been a little bit flagrant.
Bryce, tell them what I said, Bryce.
He said Drake is the Michael Jackson of our time. He didn't say that. He didn't say that Drake is Michael Jackson or the next Michael Jackson. I kind of agree with that statement, though. Who's bigger than Drake in my adult life besides Jay-Z?
Beyonce.
That's the only person I can.
Beyonce.
I can say Beyonce.
Well, I mean, yes.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
But you know why?
Before a man, no. I don't listen to Beyonce. I don't know Beyonce's albums like that.
You mentioned Drake and Michael Jackson in the same sentence, bro. I mean,
man, it wasn't. Y'all take it out of perspective. Only thing I say that Drake doesn't do, Drake is not Drake the entertainment. Remember I said because Michael Jackson dances, Beyonce dances. I feel like Chris Brown would be in this conversation as well if he didn't do what he did with Rihanna.
Has Chris? I don't know. I feel like he's kind of moved past that, but
he has. But it's still that, he does. Chris Brown does some weird shit.
He's different. Chris Brown is different.
But his music and his concerts are like incredible.
Who? Chris Brown?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, honestly, like I haven't been to a Chris Brown concert, but I've been to a Jay-Z. I've been to a Drake.
Chris Brown.
I haven't been to MJ.
I haven't seen Drake live yet.
Dude, that Drake and Future on their first mixtape or album.
I should have known you went to go see Uncle Pluto.
Man, of course I'm gonna see Unc. I've been supporting Unc since Tony Montana.
Y'all do. I mean, little bit flagrant, dog, but I understand where y'all coming from. Like at some point, it's gonna be time to pass the torch, and like you have to be willing to admit when it's time.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of one of the other points Locke is making. Like at some point, you gotta realize, like, man, this dude is putting up numbers. Like, let me give him his props. Like, okay, he close. We're not saying Jay-Z. We're not saying he passed Jay-Z, but we're saying, well, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if anybody's close is Drake, and if he's about to pass, he's like right there, like he's close.
Music wise, I think he passed Jay-Z. Not businesses.
Nah, I don't think he passed him, but music wise, he close though.
But the thing is, Drake's gonna put out another album. Drake
Yeah,
is like,
yeah. He's gonna pass him. He's going to pass him. I don't think he's passed Jay-Z yet, because Jay-Z has albums that are still better than Drake's albums, like Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt. He still has music that is just timeless and is better than some of Drake's shit. But by the time Drake's done, I think he's gonna pass him. So
I could,
and you know why though? I mean, you gotta think about it. People not just like in their car or in their house or whatever they do on a daily, just listening to Jay-Z like they're listening to Drake right now. You have to like turn it on. You know what I mean? Like you have to be a Jay-Z fan, like to be okay. I'm about to turn on this. I'm about to turn on that. Like Drake plays whenever.
He has different types of vibes. Yeah,
like you playing
you in your feelings.
Yeah. So, and you know, I see a lot of comments about how Certified Lover Boy wasn't good.
I've been seeing that a lot here lately too.
And I'm just like, bro, y'all, you know, like Twitter, I have come to realize that listening to people or reading people's music perspectives on Twitter is the worst shit ever. Because like you listen to it one time and then you just pass judgment. You don't listen to it more. Like you gotta listen to it at least twice. One in the house, one in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to listen to it in the car.
Yeah, and then
I think Drake has gotten to the LeBron place in his career where it's popular not to like him. And it's popular to, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're tired of this. You've been this good. You've been in this spot. You've been this good for this long. We're tired of it. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's where people are at.
I feel like the people that don't necessarily like this album don't relate to it. Like, I completely understand some of the shit this guy be talking about. If you dealing with certain type of people, in certain type of places, understand what this guy is talking about. Yes. And I think that people just don't relate. They can't relate. So you can't relate. You don't like something.
I don't even want to do lyric breakdowns, but I agree with you on it. It's, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean,
you have to have lived a certain type of life to be able to understand.
You have to. You have to have been certain places, talk to certain people, been out with certain people to really understand what this guy is talking about. And there's so many lines in there where people were just like, what does that mean? But like, bro, like dude said, like his girl was a lesbian. He said, me too. Like people didn't really understand what he was talking. Like there's so many different things that people just didn't catch. Like me too.
I could go for a breakdown, but we're gonna do that on another show. We are gonna talk about passing the torch. Hey, I want to talk about one thing though. People think that this show is scripted. I want to talk about that.
Who has time for that?
People think that people don't understand that we do a 2-hour podcast on basketball centered around Georgia basketball. And how often do you guys even know the topics that we're going to discuss before the show happens?
Maybe
I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe.
Hey, let me tell you how this is not scripted. Even when Drake gave us the topics, I still didn't look at them.
I think what we do though, what we do that kind of we just keep up with current events. You know what I'm saying? And in a group chat, we just send tweets or send news articles, and then that like whatever's going on, we don't talk about it. We don't like, yo, we're gonna talk about this at 8:15. We'll talk about this at 8:30. Like, nah, we don't do that. Like if I see something crazy that somebody post about or whatever this or whatever that, I might send it. If I see a tweet that a coach posts, I might send it. You know what I mean? And we just keep it going.
I get that a lot. Like I get asked that a lot. And why didn't y'all, bring this up, or why didn't you say this or say that? It's like you realize we're going, like This is a real conversation. At this point, when you watch the show, y'all are part of our group chat. Like this is a real conversation between friends about basketball. Like this is not scripted at all.
That's how important the
time it might be a little scripted, and it's not. That's still not even scripted. Is when Dre might be like, "All right, I'm gonna give you the floor. It's on you today."
Yeah,
but other than that, like
right.
And
that's I have no idea how y'all gonna react or what you're gonna say.
And so that's why I think the comments are so good because the comments give us topics.
Y'all part of the conversation in real life.
Yeah. We start a whole new conversation just off topics.
Speaking of, man, I didn't get no comments about why we were late today. Dr. Love not here, John not in here. Like
we about to watch the Monday Thursday night football game.
Yeah, Thursday night, yeah.
Hey, who's playing?
Giants. Washington and New York.
Hey, did y'all peep as soon as I said some shit about Lamar Jackson they lost?
Yeah.
That was a tough loss too. You spoke too soon, though. You spoke too soon. It's the NFL. Like
yeah, for real. Yeah. Hey, when is the last time that Georgia didn't have a McDonald's All-American? Do y'all remember? And I'm asking off the top of your head. It ain't got to be exact science. I just feel like it's been a while.
2020.
2020.
That was Sharif.
No, that's Sharif. That's Sharif. So who's in 2019?
It's been years. It's been a long time.
It has been a while.
We've had your boy Wendell Carter. We've had Colin. We've had Sharif.
I'm just gonna go back a couple of years and name like a couple of best players because I'm sure these guys were a McDonald's. So last year, Jabari had to be in McDonald's, right? Jabari. Yeah. 2020, I think Sharif year, they may have not done the McDonald's All-American, right? But I think he got the vote, right?
Yeah, he got the vote.
They voted. They just didn't play the game.
Okay. Sharif and Walker Kessler came out in 2020. So we had a McDonald's.
Correct.
Let's see, 2019. And I'm looking at 24/7 Sports rank it. 2019 was Ant-Man, Isaac Okoro. Definitely had a McDonald's that year.
Okoro didn't make it, I think.
No, Ant-Man made it.
Ant-Man, Okoro didn't make it. Sharif made it.
2018, Reggie Perry made it.
Yeah.
And EJ Montgomery.
Correct. EJ. That's the year Ashton didn't make it. He should have.
No, because Ashton had another year. Ashton skipped the senior year, remember?
Mm-hmm. He reclassified up and left.
He reclassified up.
Oh, that's right. 2017 was Colin, Wendell Carter. That class was loaded.
Yeah, that was a crazy class. Think how many pros was in that class in Georgia.
2016 was Kobe Simmons and Al Tariq, I think, made it. I know Kobe did.
Al Tariq a little older than Kobe, I thought.
No, they in the same class.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Al Tariq made it, I'm pretty sure.
2015 was Jaylen Brown, Malik Beasley. I don't think Malik was at McDonald's, though.
No.
Jaylen Brown was.
Yeah, he probably was a Jordan Brand.
2014. I don't know about this class. Shaquem Grant, Ahmad Hill, Tadrick Jackson, Tamarcus Blayton, Devin Mitchell, Keith Peaky, Isaiah Wilkins, Phil Kofer,
who actually made it, though.
Elijah Staley.
Yeah. That may be the last class.
So we're saying possibly 2014 is the last time Georgia hasn't had a McDonald's All-American. Yes?
Sounds about right.
We won't have one this year. What do we think?
Well, we would have had Scoop stayed, but
true.
That's it.
What's this? It'll be 2022. Yeah, we probably won't have them.
That is a long time. That's an 8-year run. Unless my math is bad.
Who's the number one player in Georgia right now?
Bruce.
And what is he on ESPN 100? In the 40s?
I thought he was a little lower than that, but let me check.
Yeah, if your number one player is not in the top 20, yeah, we're not getting one. We're probably not gonna have one.
And I'll be when I say this because people are gonna say, "Oh man, he's hating on Bruce." I thought Bruce was gonna be a McDonald's All-American. I 100% thought Bruce was gonna be a McDonald's All-American, but it didn't turn out that way.
I could see him being a Jordan brand or making the Iverson Classic.
Yeah, he'd probably be those.
Bruce Thornton is at 50.
Yeah, that's not high enough for all McDonald's. You got to be top 35.
He's 35. Yeah.
Is it high enough for Jordan brand?
I think because he's a Nike kid. Yeah.
A lot of
Bruce
guys
Thornton
don't.
is at 50. Dylan Hunter is at 53.
Who's at 53?
Dylan Hunter.
Yeah, we probably won't have one this year.
We'll have two next year. Maybe two.
Cool. Isaiah
You got
Collier.
You got
We
Collier.
have 3.
You got Stephon Council, and you have
What number? What is the rank though?
I know Isaiah Collier and Kanan Carter top 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, Castle probably jump up there too. But it's still hard to get 3 in one class though. It's hard to get 2.
Yeah, we're not gonna have one this year, man. I'm heartbroken by it. Like I'm sad by that.
Hey man, I'm gonna put a hyphen on George Washington Warren. WONT.
Like what?
Hey, George gonna see you in the gym a lot. Hey, George been working out. Y'all been seeing George posting video, doing lunges and shit. George gonna whoop like ass in that parking lot.
Man, George my guy. I'm waiting for him to give me his freshman I heard about. That I need
that shoe plug.
I need Caleb Thomas, coach. I need Caleb.
I need that shoe plug. I want to go through and talk about this class of 22. And see how are we feeling? So we all agree that Bruce is the best player in the class. Are we saying he's the highest ranked player in the class? Do we all feel like it's hands down that Bruce is the best player
in 2022? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
If I had to put,
and he has the resume.
If I had to put people up there to rival Bruce as a player, I'm probably going to say Caleb Banks, RJ Godfrey would be the kids that I would put up there to, rival him as the best player.
Man, only thing I say, because I always look at the resumes.
Yep.
Bruce has a state championship.
Yes.
Yeah, Bruce been doing it for a long time. He's been at the top of the game, top for a long time.
Has been dominant in that 22 class since forever. What, 5th grade?
Yeah.
He's been dominant in that class.
Went from ELW to Atlantic Express.
Yep. So now I'm gonna ask y'all this. Okay, Bruce is the best player. Oh, Locknut returning calls now? Hey, you can call me Wash.
Wash, I'm calling you first thing tomorrow afternoon.
Call me Wash.
I said I'm calling you first thing tomorrow afternoon.
So Bruce is the best player in the class. Who do we think is going to have the best season in the 2022 class?
He said no. Who's going to have the best season?
Who's going to have the best season in 2022?
Malik Ewan.
Who you got, Bryce?
I can go with that.
Are we saying Malik Ewan gets a ring? What are we saying?
I was gonna say, yeah, I can go with that. Yeah.
I feel like this is the time for Malik. I feel like he didn't get enough love with Huncho because I feel like he got the ball enough and enough touches. But I think if the offense, you got Ryder, you got a couple guys, if the offense is built around him or he's getting the ball again and just showing what he can do, I think this is the year where he really just blow up. They're playing in big tournaments this season. This could be his season where he can really separate himself. And I got one more. I got Chauncey Wiggins. I feel like Chauncey has not getting the love because they say he's soft. He doesn't want to play underneath the basket. You know, we've been watching Chauncey since 6th, 7th grade. He was a freshman U kid. I think them two guys I'm very high on this year in this 2022 class. So I feel like they have something to prove.
I agree. I was gonna say Chauncey too, only because without Robert Coward, now Chauncey is gonna have more of a scoring load. It's gonna be more on him. It's gonna be more touches for them to be successful. Like
What about Chase Cormier or Zacho Littleton?
I can't put Zacho as having the best season because he's gonna get double and triple teamed all year.
Yeah, and I feel like Zacho already I feel like he already made that stamp within the state early on. Even as a freshman, he won freshman of the year in 6A. Like he made a stamp. I feel like the guys we just named haven't really made a stamp in Georgia high school basketball.
Yeah. I think Zacho would have a great year if he wasn't getting double.
I can see Malik having the best year because of his size and his skill set. I mean, he could be very dominant if he really, really wanted to, I feel like. So I can kind of go with that one.
And
I've got a 3-way tie because I believe that, to me, when you talk about guys that have the best year, to me, it's going to be a guy that hasn't committed or signed yet, right? Well, not signed because these guys haven't signed, but hasn't committed, right? I think guys that are still going after it are going to have a better year than guys that are already got their situation squared away. They know where they're going, right? And that's the only reason why I eliminate like a Caleb Banks from this discussion, who will probably have an amazing year, but like you're locked in, like you know your situation, you know what you're doing. That's why I was gonna say Chauncey. I think
you're not pressing it so much.
Right. I think Josh Reed, he's gonna be the senior leader on a pace team with some younger guys, that very talented, but some younger guys that haven't played in this GHSA kind of gauntlet before. Josh Reed's experience, he played under Matt Cleveland last year and Madison Durr, but now it's his time to be that guy. So I think Chauncey, Josh Reed, and RJ Godfrey are gonna be asked to carry a really big load for their teams. And I think by the fact that them not being signed yet or not being locked in yet, they're gonna be gunning for, for something.
I got one more kid because all the guys.
That's a good call. That's a good call. Watch too, Deontay Bass.
He had an excellent summer. I feel like he had a great first 2 seasons at Norcop Christian. I feel like he took a back seat with all the seniors they had at Pebblebrook last year. Kamai Young is going to wreak havoc in 7A this year.
I think he's going to play well. I don't think he's going to be in this conversation, though.
Dude,
there's too much talent on that team, I think, for him to.
It is, but what he did to Osborne in the AEBL and what he did this summer,
he's gonna get his for sure. He's gonna get his. He gonna get 20.
I think he's gonna have some 30 balls. A few.
Maybe. I can see it. The only reason why I'm hesitant on that is just the team that he's like. They got a lot of they got some guys that Andre Young can hoop. Niles can hoop.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? Jayon, they got some dudes.
I heard they got in the big over there too. Anyway, sorry.
I haven't seen an official roster. I haven't seen an official roster. But no, I think Kamal can definitely score a lot. So I don't think that's a bad pick.
Who's y'all sleepers who don't have a big name, who's not ranked, who y'all feel like basically they need their props from? They did their thing through summer ball. We may see them in some camps or some fall leagues. They on the tip of the iceberg, basically. You know, they're not quite there, but they after a few games this season, we can say, okay, he's legit.
I got a few. Obviously,
are we saying in 2022? Or are we just saying overall?
We can say 2022, then we can move to 2023. So give me your name, bro.
You probably know who I'm going to say, honestly.
I know you're gonna probably say Dominique.
Yeah, I think Dominique's on. He gonna get busy this year. I think Zion Fruster from Alexander.
I have Zion Fruster on that list as well.
I think he's gonna do well because their system is usually pretty good at Alexander, and he's a catch and shoot guy. And he's athletic. I think he's gonna do well. I think Dominique Henderson is really going to do some things.
I got Dominique Henderson winning 4A Player of the Year.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially if his recruitment doesn't pick up before basketball season, which I don't think is going to change much. I think he's going to go in there and try to prove like he's really that guy. I can see that happening.
Who else you got?
I was about to say that's pretty easy, Bryce. You picked 2 Canes.
I
mean, but you know what? Honestly, it's just like a lot of kids are talked about nowadays. It ain't the times where you don't know.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard for a kid to really slip up. It's hard. Like
if you go to some camps and you play well, somebody gonna say something about you.
Yeah,
I think a kid that is gonna be there is Isaiah Nelson.
Yeah, that was one name I was going to say. I feel like he's a guy that can end up making first team, second team, all state.
Yeah, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. Especially the way he finished the summer.
Depending on how they use him, depending on how things go. Absolutely, he's gonna. Not that they wouldn't use him. I'm just saying, like how many touches. It's always hard to me with post guys or with bigs because these guards, man. Like no matter how good of a coach you are, no matter what you tell these guards, sometimes they just don't get a bigs the ball. So
guess what happens? You come out not with a big like that in high school basketball. You don't get bigs like that all the time.
No, you don't.
You're gonna sit your ass down. So
gotta get him touches.
Gotta get him the ball, bro. He needs the ball.
What do y'all think about Tyrese Elliott?
I like Tyrese, man. I think
who's he at now? Grayson?
Yes, he's still at Grayson.
I can see one of those. I can see him damage too.
Man, I'm gonna tell you who I like. I like Jalil McGee.
He hasn't committed yet, has he?
No. It's a couple of guys who I feel like.
Oh, you hit it. You hit it on that one because there's another guy at Westlake too.
Jalil's gonna have a good year, like you're right.
You got Jalil and Gaddis Heath. Gaddis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can see both of them doing really well.
Anthony Arlington is there. Arrington. I always mess up his name. My bad.
Yeah. Arrington. I honestly don't think he gets enough credit.
Well, he plays in a smaller
school with a pride. I feel like he's a guy that you really maybe not getting as much media pub and not playing with the powerhouse schools.
He gets a good amount in the summertime, though.
I'm gonna name a kid that I've been trying to go see play, and for whatever reason, I just keep missing his games. Have y'all seen the Aiden Hardaway kid?
No.
I seen Aiden this summer.
That's somebody else that could have a big year. Like I've been seeing a lot of positive things, but I keep trying to catch him. I was trying to catch him all summer, man, and just the schedules just didn't line up where I could go see him play.
Where did he get? Atlanta All Stars?
Yeah, or the Timberwolves, I think.
Yeah.
So I just got a couple questions asked that they want me to ask. They asked which guys have taken a step back that will have a better year this year.
A guy that took a step back last year that will have a better year this year.
Robert Dix. I feel like I get Robert Dix. I say Kamahi Young is that in that conversation.
Robert Dix didn't have a bad year last year though, but
I don't think Kamahi Young took a step back. Yeah, I feel like Kamahi Young took a step forward last year. To me,
I don't think either one of them had bad years. But I can them.
I think he played better.
Forward. I can see them getting better though. Yeah.
Now, Kamahi made a sacrifice to scoring a little bit, but I feel like being at Pebblebrook made him a better player. He looked way better last year to me than he had in years past. Like defensively, being a dog, like being active on every play, like he was getting after it.
I think Mason Lockhart.
He's gonna have to
would get his buzz back because he lost it in the spring. I feel like when he got back with D favorite Celtics, he started back getting it back.
It was late.
Yeah, it was late, but I feel like he can get that buzz back because I still think he's productive.
He is.
He should dominate. He should get double every high school game for sure. Not going to be many bigs going to be able to do anything with him in school basketball.
I had a college coach talking to me about him like after a game, and he was like, "Coach, he's just not explosive, man. He's just not explosive at all." They were talking about Mason Lockhart, and I was like, "He gets a double every game." Like, like I hate to me when athleticism gets in the way of you watching a guy and saying, "Can he play or can he not play?"
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Quay Primus. Primus from Central Macon. That's at Mercer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But deadlift and can get things done.
He can play. He has the IQ. He has amazing footwork. He has a soft touch. Like
great pace.
He can play.
Yeah, he can play.
I think Chase Cormier, I put him on that list of a kid who may have taken a step back or may not have been in the limelight last year. I think he's going to have a really good year this year.
Yeah. So that's going to be about the next question I'm going to ask. I feel like maybe Jordan Brown that's at Chattahoochee.
I think he's going to have a big year.
I can go with that.
What is Keith Robbins going to do this year? Like, is he still at St. Francis? I thought he was still at St. Francis. No.
Man, St. Francis is losing so many players. I don't know what he did.
Keith Robbins had a productive summer. Like, know how well he shoots the ball.
Man,
I wait to see what type of year he's gonna have.
So the next question is also, which kids will have a better year after transferring to a bigger or more recognizable school? The first kid I'm thinking of is Daniel Pounds. That's at Newton.
Where he transferred from? Or Gwinnett?
No, Forest Park.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm going to be like Bryce. No transfer is going to have a better year than Jelani Reynolds. He's going to go from a kid that a whole lot of people didn't even know to being a future player, I think.
Wheeler's going to help him become his environment is definitely going to help him for sure.
And he just got his first offer from Kennesaw.
Yeah.
So
is he 2023 or 2022?
2023.
He's 22?
23.
23.
Yeah. 23.
With Jelani, I sat next to some coaches a few times, and We watched you guys play as well in the summer, and I think as he continues to clean up his game, I guess, and not saying that there is anything wrong with his game because he can play and he has the size and athletics. He plays hard, but I think he's gonna have to really solidify like what he does and do it over and over again. And I think as he does that, he probably gets more popular among college coaches. Like if you're coming off screens and you're shooting a three, okay. If you're rebounding and blocking shots, okay. I think he's got to just do that a little bit more. And I think he definitely he's gonna be hot. You know, 2023, he got time. So Will is definitely gonna help him. Yeah, I mean they gotta
get it done.
Yeah.
Hey, are y'all willing to start picking state champions yet?
I don't know.
No. I don't know why he keep doing that. No.
Hey man, because I feel like you got to do it early, and then reevaluate somewhere in the state. I mean, it was about this time the other year when you picked.
I'm not picking Pebblebrook this year, and hopefully, if I don't pick them, they win.
That's true. Maybe we jinxed them.
Yeah,
I'm starting to kind of feel like we did. To be honest,
I'm not picking them this year. We're picking them last in the region.
What did we jinx them 2 years in a row, Bryce?
Nah, I think I definitely jinxed them last year. And I was like, yo, they gonna win this year. They got stuff place.
I think I jinxed them when all those kids were ninth graders. I told him you don't win.
Yeah, you win. They gonna win 2 championships. By the time Stubbs get to be a senior, they gonna have 2 or 3.
You did like.
No, I didn't say 2. I said at least 1.
They at the fresh U camp, he said, "Man, they gonna win them. They gonna win a couple of them."
Hey, what coach at a high major program is gonna have the toughest year this year?
Not Milton.
I gotta see the schedules, man. I want to see. Like I seen Birthmark.
Man, forget the schedule, man. Tree got a long way to go. And McEachern
high major still.
Yes, McEachern gonna always be high major, bro.
Well,
no, they ain't.
I said this all the time. I'm gonna say this.
No, they ain't. McEachern is.
You have to prove that you can do it with multiple coaches. And when I say this, I don't want people to think, "Oh shit, he's shitting on Tree." I think Tree's gonna get it done eventually, but it's hard to win when you're young, and he's very young.
I know, but I put it like this. We can't say Duke is not high major if Coach K leaves. What's the difference?
We'll know that Duke is not high major 3 years after Coach K left.
Okay, so we got to give Tree 3 years.
Because I don't think Duke is going to be able to get it done after Coach K leaves. I think they just made the right hire one time.
Okay, but we have to give.
It's like the bag that they can pay for players.
We have to give.
We'll see. I think Duke is going to be worse than Indiana after it's all said and done.
Dang, that's interesting.
But no, I'm willing to give Tree. I think McEachern made the right hire. I think they got the right guy. I think Tree's going to do well, but I do think he's got an uphill battle this year.
They have dropped down to mid-major.
They've got an uphill battle.
How are they dropping? You can't say they're mid-major right now.
Let me explain that to you.
I don't think they're going to be very good, Lob.
Let me explain
it to you. They're too young and too small. Like they're going to be. It's an uphill battle this year, man.
When a school wins a national championship, the preseason rankings drop literally the day or two after for the next year. And it'd be schools that just won the national championship that don't always be the number one team for the next year.
Yes.
But no, it's not. It's a program. We can't talk about one season and then, because if that's the case, we can say Norcross ain't high major if we're gonna just talk.
Norcross has been high major since I was in high school, though.
But McEachern, okay,
has not.
Okay, but they built it just like Washington built Pebblebrook. They built it into a high major program.
No, I think the difference, you can't compare McEachern to Norcross because Norcross has had multiple coaches and they've been successful.
And I get that, but I'm saying we cannot say this school is not high major and the season we haven't even given Tree a chance.
Well, no. I won't knock them out of high major. Bryson on his own with that. I won't say that they're not high major. I'm saying that to me, I'm saying we'll find out. I'm saying that I think they made the right hire. I think they got the right guy. Right? I think they got the right guy. But this season, I think people are going to be talking about how people were talking about Larry his first season at Willard.
I'm not basing my thoughts on the hire. I'm basing it off of like knowing McEachern from a long time ago up until now. So
yeah.
So you saying now that Coop left, they're no longer high major?
It's hard to replace that though. That's hard. Come on now.
I mean, if that's what you want, that's cool.
Come on now. Like, I mean, his
and I'm
place.
not saying they're not going to be good and have a good program, and I'm just saying like I think it's gonna, I don't know, bro.
It's an uphill battle.
Yeah, I think they got work to do, but it's all good work. It ain't bad work. It's good work.
You're losing a Hall of Fame coach. You're without
guard.
Yeah, one of the most decorated players ever is no longer in the program. Is a pro.
But and my thing is before Cooper and that whole time period, yes, McEachern had players, but were they high major like that? No. They had some good
facilities.
Facilities, yes, they're high major facilities, yeah.
Okay. We'll see.
All right.
Locke don't want to say his guy's gonna have a rough time. Like, I know you don't want to say it. They're gonna have a rough time.
All right, man. Whatever.
Hey, man. No, I don't care how good of a coach that you are. You gotta have talent. They gotta give Tree enough talent.
It also depends on their schedule too. Honestly, they could go 15 and 6 in the regular season, depending on their schedule.
Hey. So we know we was talking about players who's gonna have breakout seasons or do this. That kid, Jamil Alim, that's at Heritage.
Yeah,
in the 2020, dude.
I've already been in his DMs, but we ain't gonna talk about
that. Shout out to Chris Watkins, put on a great count for the Southern Hoops Report this past Sunday. Hey, that kid shot 10 threes in one game.
Some of them was contested too.
10 threes. And he did that, and his athleticism is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's gonna this kid never played they say he never played a varsity game. I think that's what Huff said.
That's another school where it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough at Heritage.
They're gonna have their up and downs, but you know, Jalen Boston, I feel like should have a solid season. I feel like a couple of schools need to reach out to him, a couple of prep schools, maybe some NAIAs, some lower division D2s. Because he played well. Definitely on my court. I had an ESPN court. I don't know what you had, Bryce.
A lot of them.
ESPN court at camp.
Yeah, I got to holler at Chris about that. They put me on the back. They put me in the back jump, bro. I don't like that.
Hey man, they say your drills, kids, you don't be going hard in drills, man.
My shooting was good.
Jalen Boston.
I was in the same gym with you as a drill. What you talking about?
Hey, I did ball handling. I did ball handling.
Hey, like I thought you was a 4.
Hey, I was, but I'm seeing enough trainers. Hey, what I was about to say, hey, I had my guys over the clapping.
Coming off screens for shots. That's what I do. That shit was easy.
That's true. It's gonna be tough for Buford. Buford's got to replace a legend. It's gonna be tough. I was about to say something flagrant. I ain't gonna say that. I think we were talking about Heritage. Jalen Boston was good on your court, Locke. I think Jalen Boston is gonna have a solid year at Heritage High. I think Alim and Gabe Guilford are gonna be two young guys that they rely on. I think those two guys are going to have a really good year. but I think it's tough because, especially for Gabe, you're playing behind RJ Nord and James White.
Yeah.
So you really didn't get a lot of experience, a lot of touches. So, but now they're going to be in a position where now, like, they have to count on him. And it's tough to go in that situation to go from, very, very minimal touches to now, you're expecting me to score in big spots. Same thing with Eileen,
but not if you play every day, Dre. Not if you're in the gym and working on your game every day. You waiting for this time.
Yeah.
I mean, you're waiting for people to move out the way and get your shot.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you though, I don't know who playing against Archer this year, but you're gonna have
loves Archer, bro. I hope Archer can stay championship,
bro. If you,
I don't know why he ain't ready to make his pick. That's the season already about to start.
Archer, if you're watching or you're gonna screen record this, please, please make it to the final.
Please give Locke a shirt. Please give Locke a shirt. Archer basketball.
This man, matter of fact, let him sit behind.
Hold on, Dre. You seen these Archer kids?
Let him be the mascot. Let Locke run out on his own.
All seen them, bro.
See, the Archer kids didn't play in the Turner Sports Court where Bryce was at.
I seen them.
They was on the ESPN court. I had all the coaches.
Did they play in the ESPN court in July?
Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that part. But man, what's these kids' names?
This man loves the Archer boys, bro. He should get a chance to say Archer boys across the shit.
Christian Drummer, Major Freeman, and DeMonte Harrison.
Are we ready to argue about who the best Archer kid is? Because you guys are
Major
wrong.
Freeman.
You're wrong.
You're crazy.
You're wrong, Locke. You're wrong.
Who is it?
DeMonte Harris is the best kid at Archer.
Dog.
Can I ask you a question about him?
Yes.
Because yes, I was in the back gym, so I know the kids ain't give me they full game. But like I be trying to figure out what each one of those Archer kids does exceptionally well. And I cannot figure out which each one of them does exceptionally well. None of them, besides, yes, they play hard. But like
that's enough.
No, it's not. Nah. No, it's not, bro. No.
Hey, we're gonna bring this argument on the show from the group chat onto the show.
Christian Drummer, like they're good. I'm not saying they're not good, but like I'm trying to figure out why Locke loves them so much. Is like, why do you like them so much?
Because they have high major motors.
And they play, dude, those guys.
High major motors?
Watching kids that jog up and down the floor and take possessions off every game that are supposed to be all-stars, and then you get these three kids that are diving on the floor for loose balls.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm finna just cut Bryce off. He's talking about why Major didn't play on ESPN court. Major was playing on the EYBL team.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing. He was playing 16U, bro. Like,
no, he is a young kid. Hey, man. Major Freeman has.
Was he playing on the first team?
Hey, dude, Major Freeman was the best player to count, in my opinion.
Is he the best player at Archer? Are we going to bring? Yes. I want to bring this argument full on.
Yes.
I guess we can't even bring Bryce into the argument because I don't think Bryce like any of them.
I'm not disagreeing with what Locke is saying or you guys are saying they're good. I'm trying to figure out why he likes them so much, and I'll be trying to figure it out.
He does. Dude, when you come to, I've done all these camps. As you ask Mondre this, so those guys been the most consistent every time they come to camp.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Here's my question. They're the most consistent. They play the hardest. They attend camps frequently. Why is the recruitment not matching that?
We know how that is.
Hold on.
We know goes into
that. Listen. Hold on. Listen. Let me stop. Let me say. You probably say their recruitment is not going there because they're not saying they have D1 offers.
Hey, we got gambling going on in the group chat.
We don't know what their recruitment is going because you don't see it on social media. That's the thing you get because
no,
you put all your recruitment on our players on social media. That doesn't mean that their handlers or their programs put everything on social media.
You can't put that assumption on me because I have kids that are in junior college, that are in D2, that are in D1 at all levels. I'm just talking about why we don't see about. I've only seen the Damani kid be offered by Huff. So you guys are telling me,
okay. You say that, okay. You say that Dominique ain't got nothing going on. Like, well, I ain't say he have nothing going on, but he played on ESPN court. What's the difference?
Okay, Dominique has like
what? Dominique played on ESPN courts multiple times. And he's all on social media. So his
Dominique has multiple junior college offers.
You think those guys don't
offer?
You think those guys
don't? NIA, what are you saying? Huh?
You think those guys don't because they don't put it on social media, bro? You get caught up in social media.
He put Voorhees offer on social media. So what are you saying? What are you talking about?
Now we don't know if these guys don't like those guys don't have JUCO off. They're not putting out everything. We said it ourselves. How many guys we know got offers, get D2 offers, and their coaches or their handlers tell them, don't put it out there because they're gonna think you're a D2 kid. Don't put it out there because you got JUCO offers. They're gonna think you're a JUCO player.
About it the same assumption you're saying. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to figure out why, like, what other than the fact that they play extremely hard, what are we seeing here? Like that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they're not good. They're good. They can play.
I'm gonna say this. Here's what I think. I think. Hey,
you guys
I can't even get it out. Look, this is what I think.
Yeah, these people think that I never played high school basketball. That's the crazy part.
If I have to tell you why, I like those kids. I like all of them. I think Locke likes them even more than I do, but I think he likes them for the reason why you said when you were talking about Jelani, you were saying he has to identify. I think all of those kids have identified themselves. Like you know exactly what you're going to get. In a field full of kids that you don't know what you're going to see every time out, with those kids that go to Archer, you know what you're going to get. Like they're gonna play 100 miles an hour, balls to the wall. They're gonna play defense. They're gonna compete on every play. Like you know, each of them in their own skill set, what they're gonna get.
Dude, I'm telling you what these kids did at camp. I've been to a million camps where their team, 2 or 3, 4 teammates are on one team. Archer was running plays on me. Those 3 kids was running sets.
And that's the other thing. They shouldn't even been on the same team in the camp.
I agree
with that. They should have never been on the same team. That was a super team that they had.
It was. They brought all the coaches, in my opinion.
And they had the point guard from Wanderberg.
Well, they shouldn't have been on the same team. They shouldn't be on the same team because this is about individual exposure at the end of the day and how you can get to the next level.
Hey, right? Man. I'm gonna tell you this.
But it was fun watching them on the same team.
Hey, it was my court was jumping. I don't know what you had, Bryce.
So what you're telling me? No. When they played in the back gym, they weren't not. Their energy was not what y'all talking about. And I'm not saying.
Are we just gonna ignore that they are gambling in the group chat right now? They are gambling in the chat, dog. I want to jump in.
Noonan 2 years away. They'll win next year.
I don't know. I think.
Not winning.
I think not even with TJ Clark leaving.
They're not winning. 2 years away.
All right, now you be biting on your words, Bryce. You bid on one earlier when you said somebody gonna need help with their recruitment, then they got an offer.
Sometimes niggas just be talking shit, bro. You know.
Nah.
Here's the thing. This is why I'm gonna stop talking in the group chat because niggas be taking that shit like
nah.
I've been saying a lot of them they don't never really.
Speaking of discussions from the group chat, Bryce, are you going to the tryout? The Hawks tryout.
Oh yeah,
Training,
Bryce, we seen you on Twitter.
Bryce training, getting ready.
Nah, I'm training for myself. I ain't training for no basketball.
What's up, man? Hey, I can come rebound for you tomorrow. Let's get these shots up at Osborne. We got the keys.
Because when I get hurt, ain't nobody gonna be there to roll me out the hospital.
Bro, you got the Range Rover. I'm pretty sure you can get a couple chicks to come.
Hey, if you got a Range Rover, you ain't got no insurance, Bryce. I'm gonna be on your head.
Nah, I got insurance, but still, no, it's not about that. It's just like I don't want to get hurt. Like I'm not interested in that.
Hey, do we need to talk about Newton County? Like, what are y'all like? What is going on in the chat right now? The goons are getting to it.
Nah, they not gonna win, bro.
I don't think we can call them dumpster juice. Like that's wow.
That's
Stacey Castle, Island Newton, like it's sheesh. Hey, what is this just for the state championship game y'all betting on?
They gotta make it to the state championship.
Y'all want to put money on the over-under on a record or something? Like, I ain't gonna forget this. I'm gonna bring this shit back up come state tournament time.
They not gonna win. They gonna get far though.
Hey, FYI, Major Freeman has an offer from University of South Carolina, Socrates, the D2 school. FYI, since you say.
All right, so that's what
and that's a high major D2.
So they posted, they posted on Twitter. So you were wrong about that.
No, it's that's why you saying that they don't have anything. I'm just like you.
No. I was just saying for the amount of time that you guys have talked about them, it doesn't seem like their recruitment completely matches what you got, the level of what you guys are talking about.
But do you? And I'm saying you're saying their recruitment is not going because you do not see it on Twitter. Yes or no?
But you just saw
I saw one offer, but you don't see it on Twitter. Hey man, because
I follow that. I follow them.
Hey, because you don't see it on Twitter, that doesn't mean it happens.
What kids in this day, what kids don't post their offers on Twitter?
They don't. We had a kid
unless they get a JUCO offer and they don't have anything else.
It's kids that don't post Huff offers. We talk about this all the time.
That's a different story.
No, see, hey, these noobs, they play goddamn both ends.
Most kids and parents post the offers they get, bro. Come on now.
Dude, how many times we hear people say, do not post your D2 or JUCO offers?
I'm talking about the kids, bro. You know most kids post.
I wouldn't tell a kid that, but it does.
I know, but Mondre, have we heard that? Yes or no?
I've heard it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have heard it. Doesn't mean that they don't. Most kids post their offers, bro.
No.
Hey, I want to talk about 2023 real quick. If we look at Kenny Carlisle, Isaiah Collier, London Johnson, Stephon Castle, right? Is there a chance that all of them make McDonald's?
No.
No chance.
Not getting 3 McDonald's All-Americans in one class from the same state.
So out of those 4, who
you'd be lucky if you get 2.
So who are the 2 that's most likely to get left out of those 4?
Man, the ranking changes, but I'm looking at Relentless Hoops right now. I'm looking at Trent.
Boy, if you don't go to ESPN,
I know, but I'm just
this man pulled up.
We talking about McDonald's All-American. He went to Relentless Hoops.
No, I already had to pull it up because I wanted to look at some other 2023 kids that I didn't know about. Or I didn't have their name. But let's look at ESPN rankings. What they got going on? Because I've seen rankings. Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Collier is at 15 on ESPN.
Isaiah Collier is going to be in McDonald's, bro.
Yes, he is. Kanan Carlisle is 17.
I think it's a toss-up between Carlisle and Castle.
London Johnson is 39.
Who's that? Oh, nah. Yeah,
kid from North Cross. We played that kid.
He's good. Yeah, he's good. I don't think he's gonna get up high enough though. He's good.
Right now it's looking like Castle won't get up high enough, which is shocking to me. I'm be honest.
What number Castle?
He's not. Right
But
now, he's not on the top 60 for ESPN.
I think that's going to change because Castle and
a lot better though.
yeah, Castle and Isaiah Carter was the only two kids from Georgia to go to the NBA PA top 100 camp.
Mm-hmm. Castle got a lot more potential,
and he did his thing.
He got a long way to go. I don't know. It's gonna be. I mean, it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of hard, you know.
So we could end up with 4 kids ranked in the ESPN top 60 as 2023s.
I still don't think you're gonna get 3.
Who's gonna be left out of McDonald's All-American weekend?
It may be London.
If anything, they'll leave it with where it is and give it to Carlisle and Collier.
I feel like because those two's been ranked in the highest top ever since day one.
Yeah.
And both of them have state championships.
Yeah.
Both of them has a resume. Isaiah Carter has 2. Kanan has 1. Megan get a second one this year. And Kanan playing a high-level schedule this year. City of Palms. You know, they're playing a high-level schedule. Played in
I'm gonna ask the real tough question. If Isaiah Collier is a 4-time state champion, which do we feel like that's a possibility that he could be a 4-time state champion by the time he graduates?
Yes.
6A, 7A.
Yes. 6A.
They're 6A right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
Is it possible for him to surpass Sharif?
If he gets McDonald's, you gotta remember Sharif's senior year. This man won McDonald's. He won the tournament in Florida. He won everything.
He won everything. He won everything his junior year. He won everything.
Unless Isaiah Collier wins everything, then I don't see how you pass him. My man,
and the thing is,
MVP of City of Palms, won the City of Palms, won a state championship. Like
the only thing he didn't win was Geico because they didn't go. Or Dick. I'm sorry, they didn't win Dick's National because he didn't.
I think they opted out. They opted out of it. I think.
Yeah, let me ask you this: do you think Isaiah will have the type of following that Sharif had?
No.
Sharif was on the cover of Slam.
No, Sharif. Yes. Sharif is one of the most popular basketball players to come out of.
I don't know though. These next 2 years,
Sharif has a different type of aura though, bro.
They have a national schedule this year. They have, you know what I mean? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Is extremely popular. And
only maybe one person could have did something like it was Sharif, maybe with Scoot Henderson.
Scoot Henderson. Scoot was on that path. Way beyond the path. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Isaiah Collier, Isaiah Collier strikes me as a kid that's not like, and I don't know him like that. I don't know him at all. But he doesn't strike me a kid as this. He'll go out there and do what he got to do. You know what I mean? Like Sharif Cooper was gonna give you a show, bro. Like Isaiah Collier is gonna give you the pass, and he's gonna go home. That's just what I see it as. He don't strike me as somebody who Sharif Cooper gonna pull up in the fancy cars and you know shit like that. Like I just don't.
He's gonna put on the show.
I don't know that. I think you're right. I don't know that Isaiah cares. Right. I think he cares about winning state championship. I don't think he cares about
to the next level.
Yeah, he wants to win and get to. I don't think he cares about all that.
I can see Isaiah Collier going higher in the draft though, if you want to talk about that. But
very true. These two guys, Lou Will and Colin Sexton, I've never seen anything like that in my life. Yeah. I'm shocked that Ant-Man, who was as exciting or like great, but he did not have the Lou Will, Colin Sexton following.
I feel like
Colin Sexton had the most. I don't think there's ever be a Colin Sexton type following ever.
Because he had the antics. Colin's gonna give you 40. He's gonna talk trash. He's gonna lock up. Like, because think about it, Jaylen Brown games wasn't selling out like that.
No,
he knew he was a pro.
No, you could get into you could come late and still see Jaylen Brown play. If you weren't there for the girls' game, you might not see Colin, depending on who they playing.
No, he wasn't seeing Colin.
Yeah, he wasn't getting there.
You ain't getting in.
Shit, I barely got in. I was on coaching against him, coaching against Pebblebrook at that time. Shit, I had to find my way to get in, find a seat sometimes on the bench.
No, it's definitely something.
That's a heck of a group though, and I'm happy to see this 2023 class. We didn't get what we wanted out of the 2021 class, and not to say they weren't good; they were really good. It just wasn't. We had that anticipation for them to be so spectacular as a class.
Yeah, I think that 2021 class, a lot of kids that had buzz early on, as time went on, they start dropping.
Yeah.
Like
I think COVID had a lot to do with that too, probably.
COVID
people were catching up and passing them too.
Yeah, like a lot of kids that had names early on, like I feel like, you know, I looked at like a guy had a big name. Ashley Malone had a big name coming in as a 9th grader.
And now he's a boxer.
Now he's a boxer.
Yeah.
You know,
Ashley Malone is a boxer?
Yeah, he boxes. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I gotta go support Ashley, man. I gotta go see him fight.
I saw him. I was watching HBO special before Gervonta Davis was about to fight, and he was in the special. Like he was acting.
Word.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all got Ashton info, man. Y'all gotta share that, man. We gotta go support. Speaking of one of the best 2021s, AJ.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? But yeah, I just think that's what really happened to the 2021 class. That just the talent level was there. It's just kids that we thought who was going to be as good didn't pan out as we thought they was going to do.
I think we gave them a lot of attention too early on. You know what I mean? Because they were good.
It's true.
Like, but it was too early because like your body changes or doesn't change from 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Yeah. We were giving these guys, we were glorifying these guys in 7th and 8th grade as like they are going to be the
next one.
Yeah. They didn't want it.
And that was our class, bro.
It's not really fair to them either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to take anything like that class went through something that no other class has ever gone through.
Facts.
Yeah, they went through a lot. Yeah.
They were walking into that 2020 season.
Yeah.
Ready to prove themselves, ready to rock, and had AAU completely shut down all the way until July.
And that's a good point, Dre. I think a lot of the kids that their recruitment kind of changed up. I do think had they been able to play in a normal live period, a lot of the 21 kids would have been off the board.
Yeah. They didn't get a live period. That class didn't get a live period at all.
Yeah. Which is crazy. Like
crazy. Right? Looking back at it, that's nuts, right?
It's crazy.
It is.
And then their senior season was, COVID protocol out 2 weeks.
At that point, everything is on hold. Everything on hold, and it's still kind of on hold. You know what I mean? Like it ain't really.
And I just heard that a couple of Fulton County school districts went back to remote. Is that true? Westlake and a couple other places.
Well, I know my school went back to remote for about a week. It just depends on the numbers of in your area, or where your school. Yeah.
Yo, do not talk about. Hey man, that's me and Bryce era, the N1 era.
Hey man, I had every VHS tape of N1 tape tour.
We gotta get Hot Sauce on the show.
Bro, yes. We got, you know what? We gotta get. I literally just watched a Rayful Austin interview on Vlad TV.
Skip was nice. AO was nice.
AO, man, Ali Mo, the Black Widow.
Yeah.
Can play.
Who the one that wore the do-rag? He was kind of short, stocky.
Sick with it.
I can't believe Locke ain't gonna give us a state champion. You ain't gonna give us a state champion in no classification. Bro. We already through fall league. You ain't screaming Dutchtown already.
I thought of a sleeper that will have a better year too. Since AJ, I just thought about it. The other kid from Chattahoochee.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
It's like Tommy Watt. Tommy Watt.
Yeah. I
I think he's going to have a good year too. He plays hard.
I like him.
Yeah.
Gotta
He'll
go watch
probably-
Chattahoochee.
Yeah. It's just Chattahoochee little.
Oh, I forgot to name it.
I wish all NAIAs operated the way Huff operates. I feel like
Let me ask you this: What's Huff works extremely hard, extremely hard. What you think Huff's next move is? Or is there a move? Does he just stay where he is?
get into the national tournament. I think
How far did they go last year? They lost like in the second round or something like that. They beat Dalton State, right?
Yeah.
No. They lost to Dalton in a thriller of a game. They were close to get. They lost to the team that played in the national tournament championship. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
The helicopter.
Hey man, Escalade went to Louisville.
He passed. He died too. Really?
Hey, last thing, we're gonna be able to get out of here, man. When it comes to the NBA, what Georgia player is gonna have the best year?
Ant-Man
and Jaylen Brown and Colin Sexton, the month three guys.
Jaylen Brown's a given.
He just picked everybody.
No, I didn't pick Isaac Okoro. I didn't pick Derek Favors. I didn't pick the Pope.
There's a lot of Georgia guys that are in the league that are like that we're probably not even talking about that are just as good as them.
I didn't say Reggie Perry.
Dwight Howard gonna get the ring though.
Dwight Howard back home. But I'm gonna say Ant-Man. He should have been rookie of the year. Honestly, I think that was some bullshit.
Any chance Ant-Man gets traded for Ben Simmons?
If they trade that man, they stupid.
They are stupid. I agree, but they might.
It is Minnesota though. Yeah.
Do Minnesota make the playoffs? Patrick Beverly said he never missed the playoffs since he's been in the NBA. Now he's with Minnesota.
They could. They could make the playoffs.
They should trade him though. They should trade Pat Bev. Gotta get him out.
It'd be 6-8 if they do though. They could.
Yeah.
Hey man. Okay, I gotta. Alcorn State team is
about the Alcorn State thing in the training situation. I purposely didn't read it because I didn't like it and I didn't repost it because I didn't want to
believe it.
Whatever it is, I don't even know what it is, but I just feel like we already have enough struggles as it is. I didn't even want to like open it up, bro, to be honest. I didn't want to read it. So I can't.
I don't know how any Division I school doesn't have a full-time athletic trainer.
Dre, but we HBCUs are different, Dre. Their money is different. The struggle is different. The budgeting is different. That's why I said I didn't want to read it because it's tougher. Like it's just the way it is, bro. Unfortunately, right now. But I don't see how you have
a man, speaking of HBCU football, man, y'all have to catch that primetime show on YouTube with Jackson State.
I'm gonna check it out. Is there any question
Definitely.
I have been watching those football games. I watched a few. I watched them on ESPN, which is pretty good. They're getting TV time. I watched Jackson State and FAMU. I think it was a low scoring game, but it was on TV. That should help you get more recruits in for sure.
I think there were a lot of questions, man, whether or not he was going to be good for Jackson State. I think all those questions have been answered.
I think he's remained true to himself.
Yep.
You see him coaching, he got the same sunglasses he would have wore if he was playing. You know what I mean? Same kind of swag. I think that's why he's going to be successful, remaining who he is. So, which is good because you see a lot of coaches that switch up.
No doubt. These guys are saying nobody is beating the Nets. Are y'all
They also said that nobody was beating the Nets last year, and look what happened.
Y'all know what LeBron is going to do to them?
They gotta make it out of the East first.
Bron in 5.
The Lakers are loaded, bro.
Bron in 5.
They are loaded. That shit gonna be an all-star game watching that shit.
Bron in 5, my boy.
Don't let Wesley Matthews and all them other role players really get that confident. Ooh, boy, y'all in trouble. Don't let my man. If my man ain't, in Hollywood and Beverly Hills, my man Malik Monk.
Yeah, you got to keep Malik Monk out of. He need to live with LeBron.
Monk out of Delilah, and they're gonna be straight.
Malik Monk got to live with LeBron, man.
He got
just for the first year. Got to live in LeBron's basement, bro. You got to be roommates with Bronny.
Yeah. That'll help him, because he can hoop, bro. He got to just get it back in order. At least he ain't down bad like his former teammate, though. That guy is down bad right now.
He ain't down bad like John Wall either.
John Wall ain't bad. Houston Rockets owe him $60 million, bro. So John Wall gonna be all right regardless if he leave or not.
Man, John Wall gonna be playing for overtime.
I ain't tell you when I tagged that video I reposted and I said I got the same game as John Wall, except he got more bounce. He actually looked at my that video that I tagged, bro.
That's funny.
He's probably like this dude is an idiot. Like, why
Bryce.
Videos?
Bryce is comparing himself to John Wall. Y'all comparing Drake to Michael Jackson. I'm done with y'all, man. Y'all young guys.
The day that Houston announced that they was parting ways, Ball is Life posted the video of John Wall, like at workouts in Miami. So I watched that shit. I'm like, damn, that shit kind of look like how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Like he get to the cup, he finishing whatever. Except he got more bounce, obviously. So I repost that shit and tag him. He actually went and looked at my shit.
That's funny.
Yeah. This guy's a dumbass. Why is he tagging me saying he can hoop like me? I was bored. We were on remote learning. I had nothing else to do. I was at home on the couch. I said, flag. Come on, bro. Throw the flag. It's a PI, bro. Throw the flag, bro. Throw the flag, bro.
Hey, man.
Hey, I got 20 on this game right now. So,
who are y'all playing, Bryce?
The Giants. 7-7 right now.
Oh, the Giants trash. I might win.
Nah, shit. They looking all right so far.
All right, fellas.
Yeah. We out of here, man. That's our show. Love you guys.
Deuce.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all take it easy. We'll be back next week, next Thursday night.